But anyways, that Fred and our next performer became fast friends and political and artistic collaborators is not surprising. For Fred, music making and political struggle were closely intertwined and both had to be revolutionary. Born in 1957, Fred came to age in the 1970s in the midst of Black Power and worldwide decolonization struggles. In junior high, Fred's teacher introduced him to the autobiography of Malcolm X, and this began a political awakening in Fred. Always precocious, always brilliant, always striving, Fred, while still in high school, took a class at the University of Massachusetts Amherst by none other than saxophonist Archie Shepp. Now Shepp was among the musicians who created a political free jazz movement that expressed the militancy of Black power in its music. And Shepp said, the Black musician's purpose ought to be to liberate America aesthetically and socially from its inhumanity. Fred, as well as our next speaker, took Shepp's words to heart, and they performed together at political rallies, concerts, and anti-apartheid events in the 1980s. Get ready. There is no sugarcoating here. Genny Lim is a poet who can match Fred in intensity, in fearlessness, and in political necessity. Genny Lim, accompanied by Hafez Modirzadeh, Masaru Koga, Ben Barson, and John Carlos Perea.
Accompanying me will be Ben Barson, who is actually playing the Selmer that Fred bequeathed him, and he was mentored by Fred Hill, and Okada on drums. Okay, I think we've got it today. Jeet Kune, that's one of Fred's compositions, and what it means is basically intercepting fists or blocking in martial arts. And if you know Fred, he had integrated a lot of martial arts into his pieces, and the Sweet Science Suite was a dedication to Muhammad Ali, and he saw Bruce Lee as a great inspiration to him, because for Bruce Lee, Jeet Kune was fighting without fighting or swimming on dry land. And I believe Fred achieved those two goals at the end of his life. Jeet Kune for Fred Hill. The green monster big band swings through the gateless gate, reaching mantras heralding Fred Ho's homecoming. Cal Massey's Black Liberation Movement is playing over your naked green body. With all 5 billion cancer cells crushing the walls of Jericho. Capitalist industrial health complex. But you're here to kick ass. With all 6 octaves of your baritone. Jeet Kune like Bruce Lee and Muhammad Ali. You kick down the doors at Sloan Kettering. You cast away and shed your baggage, every possession, every book, every album, every dollar, every cent, every vital organ, kidney, bladder, colon, rectum, flush, into the cosmic toilet. Because nothing cures cancer. So long as its malignant breath thrives in the soul and kills the imagination. Beth Israel Medical Oncology consultation note, pelvic recurrence of adenocarcinoma of the sigmoid colon. Nothing cures cancer. For 8 years, you lived in renunciation, an atheist monk preparing for death, a shaved acolyte eating raw food, renouncing the food industry and meat, the meat industry and competition, the music industry and ego and technology, the health industry and its obscene profits extracted from human sweat, blood, and sacrifice. Yes, cancer is king in the most affluent of societies, in the most warring of nations, in the most sinister of plots. Oh, you radical cancer warrior, celestial green monster, avenging angel of the wicked and downtrodden. God does not exist in heaven, but God exists in hell in the matrix. Where you have descended like Orpheus in search of the fleeting shadow of freedom to emerge, a soldier regurgitating the wound of your own flesh, subjected to the ICs of the unholiest of wars and the emptiest of empires that threaten to break you down and to every cell and bone and orifice in your body. Yet you survive to stay, you survive the slave masters with its many heads, rather than you succumb to the tyranny of squaredom, mediocrity, and mushiness. No, nothing cures cancer, that destroyer of the nature, that destroyer of beauty, that deceiver of nations and humanity, that cancer that is insatiable, that cancer that is capitalism. So long as its malignant curse thrives in the toxic cells of our broken imaginations. So you have crossed the divide beyond Marx, beyond Marx, beyond Mars, beyond A to Z. Our faithful warrior for all seasons, you have lived in struggle and died not in vain, but in love. In love and forgiveness. You, Fred, you've been tried in the fire, you've been beaten, but you have come out pure gold.